Annoyed, frustrated at times. Absolutely. You know, annoyed maybe a little bit here and there because, you know, we get that rush. We love fighting. We love competing. I do train a lot. So it is hard to train. Even me, even being known as the guy who trains a lot and I live this life, it is hard to have your training, but not have that carrot dangled in front of you and that light at the end of the tunnel of an actual date. But if, you know, anybody who has seen all of my fights in the UFC thus far, or even the fights before that, I've been extremely active over the last 15 years. It's been a 15-year career. Have fought extremely hard, some very, very tough fights I've had since I came into the UFC, especially. I fought everybody inside the top 5, basically, fights of the year, knockouts of the year, all of those different things. So anytime I find myself being frustrated, I believe I'm always able to go back to my North Star that, hey, it's going to work out the way it's going to. Just like me coming to the UFC, that door stayed closed until it was time for that door to open. The door opening for this fight with Conor, whatever it's finally supposed to be, it will be. And I'm just being at peace in the midst of the waiting. And sometimes at the lack of haste that has happened over the last year. But as we said, we're working on things outside of the cage. And it's been the biggest blessing in physically not taking the damage. And it's also been a great blessing spiritually being able to spend a ton of time with my family as well over the last 12 months. But I don't have any information. Obviously that would be a dream scenario. That's when I would like to fight, where I would like to fight, who I would want to fight. Chandler versus Conor is happening. I don't have a date or a location or a UFC number for you. But it's definitely going to happen next year. So, we're going to enjoy the holidays and we're going to stay in shape. And then, we go back into training camp in January and I will train my tail off until that fight happens. Hey, listen, I respect Conor and I respect Coach Kavanaugh. All right. We're very cordial, right? I don't have to hate Conor to want to go out there and rip his head off in front of millions of people. But these guys are very good at creating their own narrative and throwing little breadcrumbs out there that are just stale as heck and not even a mouse would eat them. All right. So just remember when they say things, maybe it's true, maybe it's not true. Maybe it was, maybe they're saying things for the reason of just making people like yourself and all of us speculate. And also me speculate. All right. I've seen Conor talk about other opponents. I've seen Conor talk about different dates. I've seen Conor talk, completely dismiss me and act like the fight with me isn't happening. These are all ways that these guys try to get inside of people's heads. Unluckily for them, your boy's bulletproof. All right. So we're good. So we're staying with the plan. We're right where we need to be. I've had a year plus now to think about and visualize knocking Conor out, watching all of his tapes, seeing the training footage that's coming out. I see that he's training. I see that he's coming back. He was, obviously he joined USADA, got back in the USADA testing pool. He's not doing that unless he's actually coming back. So, he's trying to wait me out, smoke me out, but, I'm going to be waiting here, man. The greatest comeback in combat sports history, that road goes through one man and his name is Michael Chandler. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Conor's not coming back and fighting anybody else. No matter who he talks about, no matter what things he tries to will into existence, he's coming back and he's fighting me. We're the Ultimate Fighter. We signed on a contract. We made a commitment. I'm a man of my word. I believe he's a man of his word, and the UFC is men of their word. So we'll see. A win over Conor. Maybe a lot of people don't think that's indicative of a title shot next. Obviously, you just had Arman come out and beat Dariush, so that throws a wrinkle into things. Obviously, you got Gaethje, you got Oliveira, you got Poirier. Those guys have beaten me. We'll see. I think I'm focused on the Conor fight, but man, once I finish Conor the way I think I'm going to finish him within the first 2 rounds, and you get on that kind of platform, that kind of get that kind of buzz, man, and I just want to fight Islam so bad. I think I have a ton of respect for Islam. I stand corrected. I have to insert my foot in my mouth a couple different times. I thought he was going to lose to numerous guys. He never did. He is who he said he was, and I want to go out there and compete against him. So we'll see after I knock Conor out.